Okay, I think we shall start. All right, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the short webinar, 2 hour. I mean, almost about 1.5 hours webinar. And let's today's topic that I'm going to share is about how to do a job search. So it is going to be like an effective job search, and then looking into current trend, as well as what are the things that you should do and you shouldn't do when it comes to job search, right? Now, as you all know that I'm Selva, so I'm a HR consultant, trainer, as well as a coach, and I've been doing the training on the graduate employability quite sometimes back, almost about 5 to 6 years. So looking at it, that this will be very useful webinar, especially for the school leavers. I mean, for the potential graduating student, as well as the fresh graduate that still looking for the job, right? So looking at the table of contents that what we're going to cover today, it's understanding a current job market trend. So you need to understand what is going on in the market before you start to move in, right? And then we will be look into a top 10 skill for the year 2020 and also beyond that. What in the current looking into current job skill, right? And then we will be covering 8 tip effective job search. So these are the 8 tips that I'm going to share, and it might be you can add on to it, but this is the standard, or people to say that you should look into this particular 8 tips before you start to do a job search. And then we will have a Q&A, then followed by takeaway from this particular webinar. All right, let's start with it. Now, first, look into labor force Malaysia. Okay, labor force. What is the current labor force that is happening in Malaysia? Right now, the unemployment rate is still going up. It's already in a 4.7% since for July as well as for the August 2020. All right. Now you can see the labor force that we have roughly about 50.90 million. Okay. Then the employed 15 million, and unemployed is almost about 740,000 people unemployed. This is including the fresh graduate, potential graduating final year, roughly about final year student, and also the people are in the market and lost their job. So this is comprised of everything. It doesn't talk about a specific group. All right. So when you're looking at it, since August 1990 to back of it, then we really can see when start of MCO, you can see that. Let me go to the point. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Now looking at the from the start of the MCO, all right. So these are the period of the MCO. You really can see the unemployment is very high. Okay, and then in August, July and August is still at 4.7%. So you understand first, there are a lot of people are unemployed, and you are competing among them, right? So you are the competitors. So since you are in a fresh graduate, you are very competitive. Okay, now another part that you need to look at it is industry 4.0. Now industry 4.0, they have a building blocks. Building block means that what are the comprised in industry 4.0. So you need to understand on these particular things. All right, so if you have this industry 4.0, mostly that is well known for the IoT as well as automations. Okay, so they have about almost about 9 blocks that have, you need to understand this. For example, like people are from marketing, people are from business, management. You are able to access into all particular areas of the industry. Even IT also that is there, and there is a lot of chances, a lot of opportunities is there. But you need to tap that. How you're going to tap it? So we will share. I will share it in this particular webinar. All right. Now you need to read. I'm just going to go through this Industry 4.0. Not going to go deep. Please help yourself to find out, to Google on the Industry 4.0 and try to understand what are the areas. Okay, so let me share the area is robotics, automations, cybersecurity. Okay, we have cybersecurity, and then we have augmented reality, and then we have Internet of Things, system integration, cloud management, cloud computing is there, additive management, big data. All right, so all of this is the area or the block of the Industry 4.0. Now, next is you look into a top 10 skill. This particular top 10 skill is shared by Future of Job, World Economic Forum. All right. So you really can see the job, the top job is a complex problem solving. Now, why you're being hired in the first place is not just to do a particular assigned job. It's more on solving day-to-day problems in the company, as well as you try to create the creative, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinate with others, emotion intelligence, okay, judgmental and decision making. So most of it, when you're looking at it, it's all related to people. That's why that we are talking about. Humanity is one of the ultimate competitive advantage. So these are the advantages that we have, even though that we have AI and everything, but cannot, I mean, AI cannot copy 100% of human intelligence or human emotions, right? So you need to understand that. So if you are tapping into this, yes, one is a human, another one is a technology. So try to understand these are the two things that you, if you can combine it together, that will be your competitive advantage that you have in terms of getting a job, all right? Now, when you're looking at it, generally, why people have a hard time to find a job, okay, or to find a suitable job. Now, the first reason that why people are facing the hard time to get a job is skill mismatch is the main issue. Now, you are enrolled in a particular course because of either it's your passion or your interest, or someone asks you to join to do it, or your friends, you follow your friends, your parents ask you to do it, your uncle asks you to do it, your auntie asks you to do it, your grandma asks you to do a particular course, or the course are being offered to you. So you got no choice. Especially in a public universities, you have two options. So you have a major as well as a minor. So there is an advantage on that. Even you got something that you don't want it, but then your minor might be end up in one of the field that you are looking at. All right. So it doesn't matter if you are enrolled into the course that you don't like it, but there are ways how you can progress it following your passion. All right. So don't worry on that. I will share that in a moment. Now, top 3 difficulties that a company face in filling up the critical occupations. All right. Now, the first difficulty that company fail if applicant did not meet required skill or experiences. Now, required skill that you have to see the competencies, right? The competencies for a particular job, as well as the experience needed for a particular job. If you are looking for marketing executive, now the marketing executive need to be somehow that the outgoing type, okay, convincing people. They have experience in people management. They have experience in talking to the people, convincing people in buying, influencing people in purchasing a product, or convincing buying the services. Okay, so these are the number one difficulties. Did not meet the required skill or experiences. Now, applicant number 2, applicant did not possess the required soft skill or interpersonal skill. Now, when you're looking at a management, that you're going into a management executive or HR executive, you need to have the required soft skill, communications, leadership, negotiations. So these are the soft skills that is needed in the particular interpersonal skills, as well as meeting with talking to each other. I find it that some of the students, let's say that they are in the IT, they are into the developer or programming side. They will be communicating with the computers and so on. They are very good in their technical skill. But when it comes to soft skill, communicating with the customers, you need to convince. When you develop a product, you need to convince the customer that the product is suitable for them and convince them to purchase the product. So these are the things that you need to have it. You can't expect a management student to understand a technical side of programming or technical side of project management and everything. So you have to be two side, understand the technical requirement as well as the soft skill requirement. All right. Now the third challenges is applicants are qualified for the job, but the company unable to meet the salary or benefit requested. Okay, so some of them, some of the fresh graduates, the companies are complaining that you are asking unnecessary or unbelievable, like no, we can say that unreasonable salaries and benefit. Straight away, you are asking, for example, like 4K for entry level. 4K, yes, it depending on the industry. In terms of electronics, in terms of technical requirement, professional development, yes, you can request for it, but it follows with your experience. All right, be careful in how you are positioning your salary as well as the benefit. Now, the main thing is that where do you get this particular salary? Do you pluck from the sky? All right. So ask yourself, where do I get this particular salary scale? All right. So go Google for job street salary scale, okay, or Malaysia's salary scale 2020. So you can have these are the benchmark. Even when you're looking at the particular how to say the particular salary scale, you really can see they don't pinpoint a particular job and particular scale of a salary. All right. For example, like HR executive, the entry level, they never fix. For example, like never fix for 2008. Okay, they always give you the range 2005 to 3005. So when you're requesting for your salary, or when you are negotiating your salary, always give the range and where do you benchmark this from. So you always mention that. All right, so don't skip on this. So these are the three difficulties that employees are facing, and be careful when you are applying for a job. Okay, now the question is now, how do I fit in? How do I look into this particular area, and how do I what are the things that I should do so that I fit in terms of finding a good job or finding a effective job search? What are the jobs that I really can go? Okay, now, so we are coming to the 8 tips today. Okay, now 8 tips for effective job search. Now the first one, you need to discover about yourself. Try to understand about you, who you are, what is your strength, what kind of a passion that you have, what kind of interest that you have, what kind of a hobby that you have, how do you value your life, how do you value people. So these are the things that you need to understand. Later I will share you a couple of areas that you can cover in terms of self-discovery. All right. Second, you need to craft a package. So once you know your value, once you know your inner strength, and once you know that what are the skills that you have, you need to craft the package. So the package comes in from the cover letter, from everything that resume. These are the things that you need to put all your skill and everything, you need to put it into your papers, okay, so that you have something that you not plucking from the sky. All right, so when we start to remember, we put in our memory, sometimes we forget, so that's where that you need to put it in the papers. So that's where your resume comes in. All right, and then establish a brand. So you need to know who you are. When people say Ahmad from UMS, so if Ahmad is an MC and doing a lot of MCing things, or is very good in leadership, okay, so Ahmad will know that when people say Ahmad, they automatically will know, oh, that is the team leader for that particular event, or the director for that particular event, because he have done some good work and everything. Okay, so that's why that is good to establish your brand from even though that you are in the university. So I will share you a couple of tricks and how you can establish your brands. Okay, number 4 is network frequently. So you need to establish your network. Network doesn't mean that you only that want to complete your studies, then only you start networking. No, networking start from the day one that you enter university. Once you stand alone, okay, stand on your feet, your networking start. All right, you're not depending on your parents, you're not depending on your uncle, you're not depending on anyone. Okay, so this is totally depending on you and your surrounding. Okay, professional network, your peer network, your mentor network, and so many networks are there. So establish your network, and then you set target. Okay, so once you set a target, you need to have a pre-point on the companies that you really want to go in. So you need to have, because you have a passion, you have a target. So you set a target. Oh, these are the companies that I really want to work. This kind of work that I really want to do. So you have target for your companies, target for your job. Okay, target to your passion. What are the passion things that you really want to do? Okay, which are the companies that related to your passion? Which are the companies that, some people are working for social enterprising. Okay, so if you are more on social enterprising, please go ahead and explore the thing. Okay, and then you plan your job search strategy. Okay, job searching is not like just go into your job street or into your LinkedIn and just apply, keep on applying. No, there are certain way that how you can do it. All right, and then number 6, you have number 7 is follow up. So make sure when you apply for a job, you have to follow up. Or what are the things? So once you have a strategy, follow through each and every plan that you have decided. Okay, don't skip the plan. All right. So that is one follow up with your action plan, as well as one follow up with the company upon applying for the job. All right. And then continuously increase your marketability. All right, increase your value. Don't just sit and say that, oh, I have completed my degree is just a paper. Okay, previously that we have only like, SPM is just a license for us to join the IPTA or IPTS. Okay, now once you finish your IPTA IPTS, your license, once you get a degree, that is a license to join the workforce. All right, so when you're joining the workforce, continue in terms of increase your personal value, develop your personal value, develop yourself. Okay, don't be stagnant. Okay, so if you're good, you want to continue with your masters, yes, go ahead. Okay, you need to know that what are the things that you needed. If you're looking at executive level, you want to become a senior exec, so what are the steps that you need to take? Talk to your HR, what is my career plan? Or if there is no one to talk to, and then you need to know that your competency to senior exec, from executive to senior exec, what are the competency needed? And then you plan, take up some online courses. There's a lot of courses, a lot of lessons that have been shared, especially during the MCO time, and there's a lot of resources. Go ahead and improve your marketability, and also as well as the value. So these are the 8 tips that I'm gonna go through, and then you see that how you can develop on this. All right. So I hope that everyone is still on the same page. All right. So now the first self-discovery. Now these are the most important things, that you need to know what you want, and you need to know who you are. These are the critical point. This is where it find your passion. All right. So this is talking about your interest. How, for example, like the usual question in the interview, they will ask this: please introduce about yourself. How do you know how to do the introduction? All right, you need to know. And then second question will be, talk about your strength. What is your strength? Where do you get this information and everything? Okay, this is where that you explore your self discovery. All right, most of it is easy. Easy way to do it is take up self assessment. Okay, self assessment is a very good tools that you can use for example, like no personality, as well as a career assessment. All right, so it will give you the career assessment. So I will share you the profiling is for career assessment as well as personality. Now there is another tool is called ikigai, is finding the true purpose of your life. This is the Japanese concept, finding the true purpose. If you try to Google Ikigai personality test free, so you will get the free test. You take up, and then you will understand about you. All right. Now I'm giving you the 2 basic tasks that you need to take up. Okay, each and every individual you need to take up this particular 2 tests. Now Holland code Reject test is for career. All right, and then we have 16 different personality tests. It's for the MBTI personality test. It will give you 16 different personality. All right. So you just snap the QR code, and then you can take up. It's just about 1 or 2 minute test. You just simply answer yes or no, and you're done with it. And then read. Make sure you read your profile. So the profile will become like this: Reject. So Reject stands for realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, as well as conventional. Now this particular profile, I call it as an interest profile. So interest profile, we talk about your career. Where do you fit the best? Okay, so if you are in a social, your social is very high, you are more into frontliners, hotel industry, marketers, promoters, nursing. So anything on the social type or social relationship with the customer. All right, call centers, yes, you will be suited in the you are perfectly fit if your social is very high. Investigative, you're looking into more data, looking at the data, looking at data analytic, data science, business analysis. So these are the researchers will fall on this basis. So this another profile, the MBTI, I call as a preference profile. So this talking about what they have a 4 different quadrants. The first quadrant is your lifestyle. Second quadrant, then how do you get your data? How do you collect your informations? And this is more on judgment. And this is how do your lifestyle mean? Either you are perceiving or judging. So perceiving is more on flexible. Judging follow your logics, follow judgment. So if your thinking is high and your judging is high, no, you can be very, very realistic kind of or logic kind of a person. All right. So when you do up these 2 tasks, this particular 2 tasks that you're doing it, you will get the result. And interest profile is what I want. Okay, it's more on a job related. Preference profile, who am I? This is about your personality. This is where that you get your strength as well as your weakness. Okay, this particular profiling tool. Okay, So this is another form of ikigai, looking at dream job. Okay, so what always do some assessment. If you want to get a dream job, okay, to find your dream job, you write it down. What I love the most, what kind of a work that I love to do most. Second, what am I good at? Third, what pays well. So once you have fixed these three, you will end up in a dream job. Okay, but unfortunately, when you have what I love and what am I good at, you always end up as a poor. Okay, because you're not looking at your money, you're looking at your passion. All right. The second, what you are good at and what pays well is end up boring. Okay, for example, what you're good at, maybe that you are a programmer, you like to do programming, that pays well, yes, but programming job is a boring job. Okay, you keep doing coding and coding and coding. If people are only like to isolate themselves and they love coding, go ahead, that will be your interesting. But majority, when you are good at and pays well, end up in boring. All right, what I love and what pays well, this unlikely that you will find one. No, very difficult to find. All right, so try to understand when you're looking for dream job, what I love, what I'm good at, what pays well, that will be your dream job. Okay, and you plan accordingly. Okay, I hope this everyone knows who is this guy. Okay, now Bruce Lee said, to become a different from what we are, we must have some awareness of what we are. Okay, so this what we are is your personality as well as your passion. Okay, try to find the value, try to find who you are actually. So from basic benchmark, all right, and then you know what are the gap, and then you develop according to your filling up the particular missing gap. Okay, so that's why that you need to have a standard. Profiling doesn't mean that you will be having the same profile throughout the year. Profiling will change when your environment change. Okay, so each and every level that you have benchmark. Oh, what I was like this before. I was a very introvert. When I start mingling with people that who are very talkative, people are more proactive kind of environment, very active kind of environment, I slowly become extrovert. So profiling change. So that's why that you need to have awareness of what you are. All right. Try to understand. It's okay that if your profiling say that you are introvert, never mind. There is a pro and a con being an introvert. There is a pro and a con being extrovert. All right, so don't worry about it. Just take the profile, and if you have the report, if you have no idea what your report is talking about, you share with me. I can decide, or I can read the report for you and decide in terms of layman term. All right, so that is easy for you to understand. Now the second, craft a package. Okay, how you really need to craft your package. Now you know your personality. Now you know your strength. Now you know your certain value after you did the profiling. Okay, now it's a time for you to write your resume. Okay, I always advise. Yeah, I have put in here cover letter, resume, LinkedIn profile as well as portfolio. Okay, start with your resume. Okay, go detail about your resume, write it down, and then you do your cover letter. So cover letter will be a summary. It's a one-page letter. It's a summary of your skill or whatever that you find in your resume. Resume is a video resume. Okay, whoever that have watched my previous sharing session, I think that you can find it in the in your Pusat Kerjaya dan alumni punya website, Facebook, that there is a video resume, effective how to create an effective video resume. So you can go through that, do your video resume. Resume is web resume. So a lot of people, instead of doing physical resume, they do web resume. Okay, you create a website and put all your detail as per resume into your website. All right, so that's why the key is complete your resume first before you start doing any other cover letter or resume, web resume, as well as LinkedIn profile. Now, LinkedIn profile is very, very useful. Okay, doesn't matter that for the professional as well as for the university students. Okay, please create your LinkedIn profile. Okay, LinkedIn profile is where you get your network as well as your connections. All right. Now you start to change, or you start to build your branding. So LinkedIn is one of the things that is help you to build your branding. Okay, and portfolios. Yes, portfolios. People are, for example, like an architect. People are in the creative industry, so they always have a portfolios. Okay, people are from multimedia, so you have a portfolios. Keep the portfolios, or digitalize your portfolios. Or let's say that when you have a web resume, you can have a one part of it, your portfolios. Okay, let's say if you have a you do video, you do YouTube, that will be a part of your portfolios. Okay, so keep all of it as per record. All right, now these are the things is very important. This is where that you create your professional, and you always highlight your skill in these particular areas. Okay, so the first, if I were to do, I will start doing resume, web resume, LinkedIn profile, portfolios, and then when you find a company and start doing the cover letter for the company. So cover letter will be summary, it's just a one page. Now resume for the, when we're talking about the guideline for resume writing, okay, make sure for undergraduate or potential graduating or fresh graduate, or if you are in the 3 years of working experience, your resume, please don't be more than 2 pages. Okay, keep it within 2 pages. If I don't advise to go for one page resume, because details are more on infographic, and people don't get the real gist of what you try to say. All right, so I give you a guideline how to write, what are the contents that you need to put in your resume. Right, first is your personal detail. I believe that you already you went through the how to write a resume in one of the webinar, but this is just a one page just summary. All right, personal details: name, address, phone number, email address, and LinkedIn. That's it. Okay, that's a personal detail. Academic background: your university degree program. Worst case scenario, up to your SPM only. Okay, PMR, UPSR, no. Start from your SPM, if you have a STPM or metric or diploma, and then your degree, and then your master's, and then a PhD. Follow the current one first. Let's say now you are completing degree, diploma, matrix, and so on. Okay, it follows like that. All right, and please make sure you put your CGPA. All right. Now, working experience. Now, the third is your working experience. Internship experience, part-time job that you have done, please include in your work experience. Skill and language, technical skill, programming skill, list of language, written as well as verbal proficiency. Okay. Now, for the language, you have a certain scale. All right. So the scale will be good, fair, good, and excellent. This is for language, right? For technical skill as well as programming skill, that you need to put beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So these are the two different types. I found some of the fresh graduate, they put the poor, intermediate, and advanced. If you're poor, you don't put it. Okay, poor is you're bad, so don't put it. you rename it as beginner. Okay, beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So these are the three scales that you have for technical as well as programming skill or computer skill. All right. For language, fair, good, and excellent. So these are the three things. And then you have extracurricular activity. Write it down if you are president. What are the activities? The name. When is it? What level? Either it's a university level, or diploma level, or state, or you went for national taekwondo competition. So you put there all of it. National, university level, or school level. Even it's a primary school that you have taken a part in a competition and you won award, you include this if it's add value to you. All right. And also that you can include the award that you have received. Okay, dean's list you include it. All right. So don't forget to include all the award things that you received. Finally, is provide your referees. Okay, so reference is more important. If you don't know who to choose, you choose your current academic advisor or internship supervisor. Internship supervisor you have from the university as well as from the industry. So you can choose two, all right? And then your favorite lecturer. So currently you have four choice, choose only two. Enough, two is enough, all right? So hope that everyone is clear on writing a resume. So if you have any issue on writing a resume, please you can visit your career center or career counselors to get more advice on that. Okay. On the third is establish your brand. Now we are talking about branding, self-branding, and everything. Okay, this is about you can create as what I have said earlier. You can have your web resume, you can have LinkedIn, you can portfolios and everything's there. Now, beside that, you also will be your branding also start to establish when you start to do online correspondence. Mean that let's say that you are commenting on certain things. Let's say your friends have an ugly face, so you commented you are the most ugliest person in the world. Is whatever goes online is it captured online. So be careful what you are writing on the online, right? Especially on social media. Okay, in Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Plus, Instagram, whatever that you put in, it will remain there until you start deleting. Some of it, even you delete, is still there. People still can find it. Try to Google your name from the Google Doc. I mean, from the Google search. See what are the things that appearing under your name. So that from there you know how you can brand yourself. Okay. Now branding, making sure that you have an impactable impression. Okay. So when people, when the employer or hiring manager, before they start calling you, they will look into this first. See that how do you respond, how do you carry yourself, and everything. So if they are in the LinkedIn, they will see that what kind of response, what kind of a intellectual conversation that you are having. All right. So my advice is that when you are creating a brand, okay, for example, you have Twitter, you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have Instagram. My advice is that try to standardize one picture in all social media. Okay, but if you only want to share your LinkedIn profile to the employer, and then keep your LinkedIn profile as professional as possible. Okay. Now, in summary, if you are successful in branding yourself, you will definitely initiate contact with potential employers. Yes. When you have established a quite strong branding in LinkedIn, right, the employer will notice. Add group, let's say that you are in HR. Go and look for HR group. Listen to what they are talking about the current trend. look into, try to participate. If you're not sure, try to Google on that particular topic, or if you still can't find it, you can approach them, ask what they mean by that particular conversations. So you always can get connected. Okay, so this is how, if you are from engineering background, add on into engineering got quite number. They have a bio, they have electrical, they have a computers, they have a telecommunications. So they have a lot of groups. They're talking about current trend. So as a student, you will know that you are keep up to the trend. All right, so this is why that I say that branding is very, very important. Okay, don't worry on branding. So when you slowly start looking at the brand, you will know how to establish on that. Network frequently. So as I said, add more people into your network. Okay, former colleagues, your peers in the universities. Okay, people are from different faculties. When you're doing activities, add them into it, and then add groups that you are looking at it. People are talking about technology. People are talking about. There are a lot of groups that you really can go into it. Personal development or communication, how to personal development group. So you go in, so you will know the critical soft skill that you needed. Okay, they are and these people in your network, when you're looking for internship, you just need to blast, okay, my internship start and so and so during this particular period of time. I'm looking for internship company. When you blast this, and people in your network, the first one to respond and the fastest one to get you into the internship or even for the job placement. Okay, so this is creating how to say well bounded link. Okay, so make sure that you create network. Now network doesn't mean that only in LinkedIn. Okay, even in a Facebook they have a lot of networks. So you need to find right network that you want to go in. All right, and when you're talking about networking, now if you really don't know about LinkedIn, don't know about Facebook, you don't have anything social media, it's okay. Go get involved yourself in doing charities or in doing voluntary work. You will expand your network. All right, so these are the things that how you can do it in terms of improving your network. Now, once you have all of it, you need to do targeted companies as well as targeted positions. Okay, target desired company or position that you want to narrow down. Okay, I'm as an engineering student, electrical engineering student. I want to go into Intel, Penang. All right, or if I want to go into Samsung, or I want to go into Flextronics. So whichever company that you are looking at it. Even Intel looking for business student. All right, even banking industry looking for engineering student for their quality job, quality assurance. So you're not only tie up with one particular industry, but then you are available across the industries. So make sure that you go in whichever the area that you are moving in. All right, and don't forget the power. Never underestimate the power of referral. So that's why I said get into the group, into professional network things. All right. So as for professional network, that I can say there's a LinkedIn. So you always can get referral in terms of finding a particular companies as well as the position that you are applying. All right. So this is very clear. If you really want to target a company, go ahead, as well as you can target a particular position. Or a particular position, you can just go to JobStreet or any other job portal. You just type marketing manager. So a lot of companies, doesn't matter which background, they will be appearing. So you can target from that particular company, right? Now, easy way to do on the targeting on the companies as well as the position, don't worry. You just need to do your homework. Okay, so now your homework is first find out vision, mission, and the core value of the particular company. Why they are exist. What is their mission? What drive them in their industry? Understand the companies. Second, what sets the company apart from the competitor? Find out who is the competitor. All right. Let's say you are applying for Celcom. Now, Celcom is a telecommunication industry. So, what are the companies that in Celcom? Okay, in the same telecommunication, they have a Maxis, they have DG, they have U Mobile, and so on. All right. Find out how do they reset their core value. Okay, how they are different from them. So understand their competitors as well as the competitive advantage that the company are giving. All right. Now the third, look into their social media. The company social media, not yours, huh? The company social media. What there are current things happening. When you're looking into their website, yeah, the website will be updated sometimes like two or 3 days later. All right. It's not as frequent as possible. But then their social media, their Facebook, their LinkedIn, it will update it instantly. So you will know what is the current thing. For example, like the company, in one of the interview questions that they will ask. So tell me what you know about my company or our company. So if you are looking into their social media, you will know, oh, maybe that yesterday they have won some award. They are looking into green technology, ecosystems, green tech, or whatever things that they are talking about. Or maybe that the CEO was appeared in a newspaper for something for good thing. Huh? Don't highlight the bad thing. Only the good thing that you highlight, what you find out from the social media. All right. Now, the fourth is how the company is structured, either pyramid structure or flat management structure. Find out, because this is important that you need to understand as to entry level, where do you enter, what level, and then you see your career chart or career progression or career ladder that you can see. Okay, let's say that you're entering as an executive. Oh, my target in 5 years, I need to be a lead or the director or the HOD or the particular department. So you set your target, so you know where do you coming, right? And last but not least, try to understand who is in charge. Look into their organization chart. Who is the CEO? Who is the HR group HR? Who is the HR manager? If possible, try to find out who will be your interviewer. Okay. Now the interviewer, when they call for interview, you can always request for job description as well as who will be the panel that gonna interview you. You always can ask that, and then use their name, search in their LinkedIn, understand about their background before you go in. So simple. Don't worry about the companies. Understand about all of this. You are done with it. The best way of to find about the companies and everything, go into job street or any job portal, look into the company profile, you type the particular company, it will give you a basic information about the company. Okay, as well as you can search in the Glassdoor. So Glassdoor is a platform where people give opinion about the companies. All right. Is the company suit with your nature of job, or if you're suited to company's culture? So you can find out a lot of things about company, good and bad, pro and cons about a company from the Glassdoor. So go and Google about the Glassdoor, key in your company name, and then you will can see the company profile and what people are commenting on it. All right. Now, looking into 6, okay, the tip number 6 is create job search strategy. Now, once you already have a resume, and then you have the company targeted, and you have all your profile ready, craft a plan. In a one day, how many companies that you want to target? Make sure you do a research about the company, and then you target the company. So when you craft your plan, make sure you evaluate your strategy. For example, last time during that when I looking for a job, when I'm hunting for a job, all right, what I do, I set my target every day. I need to apply 5 companies. 5 only. I'm targeting only 5. All right. Why 5? Because I have a lot of work to do. Now you apply you find a particular company in the job street, or they are offering job. Apply via job street. Now, once you apply via job street, go into their Facebook. If they are advertised, apply there again, and then go into your company LinkedIn profile, apply again, right? And then you go into a company's website, and then you can see the email HR at particular company, or recruitment at particular company. Email them your interest. I found that your job offering in a job street or in LinkedIn, hence I would like to apply for this particular job. Attach here my cover letter and the resume for your reference. Okay. Now the video resume, I told that I told in my previous webinar. Once you have done your video resume, upload in YouTube channel. Now take the URL from YouTube channel, attach in your email, and then send it to them. Okay, so that will be as simple as that. So basically that you have a lot of work for one company, that you have at least like 5 strategies. They will never miss out your resume if you apply all these 5 area of technique. So this is my strategy of doing it. It's up to you that how you want to strategize your plans and follow up. Okay, so I only do it on weekdays. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So 5 days times 5 companies, 25 companies in a week. Saturday, Sunday, your relaxed day, or you can do your research about the companies for the next week. So this is how I do it. Okay, it's up to you. You want to follow, you follow. But then these are the things that you have to strategize. You don't plan, you will never do it. Okay, that's why people there is one quote that fail to plan, plan to fail. So try to understand on that and move with your plan. Yep, it will be hard to write it down like a small kid, but then once you start doing, you will appreciate your hard work, your notes and everything. All right, that is a strategy. And now all these things, okay, you should, if it doesn't bring result, there is no response from the company, it's fine. Don't be afraid to do a new approach. Okay, try to find, or maybe that from your LinkedIn, then you link up, maybe ask for referral and that so on. So you have a lot of approaches. Write it down. What are the type of plan? What are the type of strategies? And if it doesn't work, mean that you work on another plan. All right. You don't have a plan A, look for plan B. Remember, alphabet, we have 26 alphabets. Fail to plan A, do plan B until plan Z. Okay. If your plan Z doesn't work, then you refer back to me. All right. Sure, we'll work on. Don't worry. All right. Number 7, follow up with potential employer. All right. Now, when you search for the job, once you have the strategies and the plan, and is looking at your promising lead, or these are the things that I should apply. Okay, Facebook, LinkedIn profile, job portal. Job portal got a lot of job portals, so you make sure that you have on that. So you have the plan. Now is the finding. Now is to make it put into a reality. All right. So do the action plan. All right. Or from these are the job portals that I can find anywhere. This is all in Malaysia that you can find the job and everything. All right. So there's a lot of job portal. Okay. Now you are, let's say, imagine that you are applying one in for example, muda.my for the job. You need to do all of it again. All right. So keep applying. So here is a summary that I can give you. Focus on this particular job portal. For intern, apply at intern.my. WOBB is for fresh graduate. Okay. Fiverr is for freelancing. So if you're still studying and you still have academic to complete, but you want to explore on freelancing job, go into Fiverr. All right. So these are the job portals that you should focus. when you're applying for a job. Okay, beside LinkedIn, beside Facebook, the company focused on a company job portal and everything. All right, so keep it focused on this. Not this is I'm just giving you awareness. There is a more job portal that available. All right. Now, number eight, okay, last tip is keep increasing your marketability. Okay, you should keep increasing that your value, your personal value, your skill, continuous improvement. Okay, don't just say, "Oh, I'm done with the degree. I'm the all-known guy now." No, whatever you know is just your fingertips. All right, you what you don't know is whatever that you can count in the air. That is what huge it is. Unknown is a lot. Okay, so continuous improvement will lead to your marketability by increasing your skill set as well as experience. Okay, so develop professional develop on the market job. Okay, how you can develop while you are in the universities or fresh graduate or weekend doing some online courses in a weekend. Okay, so these are the free education website. I'm just focusing on the six. There are a lot. Future learn, for example, there's a lot of things. Now MDAC, Malaysian Multimedia Corridor, Multimedia Development Corridor. So they are also that they are co-hosting with Coursera. They are providing free online course on data analytics and so on. Please go and take it. Okay, Khan Academic they have, Allison they have, Open Learning, Future Learning, futurelearn.com. So you can go. They have like 2 weeks course. They have 3 weeks course. You can take up certification. You have paid as well as you have free. So feel free to explore while you still have time. So once you already go into a job, you might have a time, but you still have to plan for it. Sometimes you're tired of working for 5 days. Saturday, Sunday you want to relax, and but then you end up to do the course. But now is the time to do it. Okay. Even the working adult that you think that you really want to go upskill yourself, please go and take. Okay. During this MCO, even though I'm so-called like running online classes or online training and everything, I still go and take few online classes that available. All right, go on people development, go on the digital marketing, self how to do marketing as well as design online trainings and so on. So I take up a lot of courses also. All right, so go and take yourself. All right. All right, we are opening up for the Q&A.
All right, thank you, Mr. Selva. So, guys, any question? You can drop your question into the comment section.
Yep. Like the other day also that because I don't have the Facebook, maybe that you can read to me if possible.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Hmm.
So far, none. So, any question, guys?
Feel free to ask any questions.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Please explore all the tips again that you still can. I think that we have a Facebook Live that you still can go look back into the whole session and then try to digest what I'm trying to say.
There's a comment from Justin Chen.
Hmm.
Very clear cut information given.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Justin. It's a clear cut. That's good. At least you know that what are the plan that you have to do.
No question?
Anyone else?
Nurul Farhana, Afifa, Yumi, any question? Dia kena macam dalam kelas panggil nama.
Oh iya ke?
Jangan malu-malu tanya soalan.
Next time we do it in a Zoom so that I can just pick anyone that to ask a question.
Okay, one question from Edwin. How do we tackle "we will call you soon" by the interviewers?
Okay, when they say we will call you soon, fine. All right. Let's say that when we submit or you went for interview, they will measure. You have to give them some time for them to evaluate because not only you that you're submitting the resume. There's a lot of people, other people that submitting resume. Give them 1 week. After 1 week, on the second week, you call them or you email them, say that you are to do a follow up on your application status. If there is no reply on the second week, please consider to move on. Don't just stick to that particular company. Move on to the next company. Sometimes it's hard. I find it's very not to say unprofessional, but then you have to look at it the hard work of the recruiters. They are sometimes they receive about 500 to 1,000 resume, so they sometimes they cannot keep track who they already respond, who they didn't respond. So that's why I want you to do the follow up with them, but so that they will know, hey, yeah, this particular person I need to reply, so they know they will reply to you. Either they will reply unsuccessful or they said, oh, we are still KIV and so on. So if they say they're still in KIV, the following week you follow up again. So after 2 weeks of follow up, there is nothing. Leave that particular company, move on to another company. We in Malaysia, they have almost 100,000 companies. Not only MNCs as well as SMEs. So they have a lot. Don't just stick to one company. Just no. If you want to go to Intel, Intel doesn't lion you. You cannot be very stubborn. Oh no, I still want to Intel. I still you cry also. Intel will never take you. All right. So move into different companies and move on. All right. Any other questions?
Valrelin says, thank you for the job website given.
Ah, good. That is not only the site. They have a lot of site, but this is I usually recommend for the potential graduating or the fresh graduate, right? So like WOBB is fully for fresh graduate, intern.my for internship, job street, LinkedIn. Go more on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is getting bigger nowadays
That's true.
and getting popular.
Okay, Alisa
Mm.
Wing, I appreciate the super energetic and positive spirit
Ah,
sharing session by Coach Selva.
thank
Okay, I think
you.
one question
Mm.
here, Winnie Pang.
Okay.
Sir, may I know what's your opinion on a large scale businesses company compared to medium or small scale company?
Okay. Thanks, Winnie. Large scale means that MNCs, multinational companies. Multinational companies mean that they exist in couple of countries around the globe. Now, SMEs, they are the support or they are the backbone where they sometimes they can be a supplier to the MNCs. Small, medium companies, sometimes they can go up to 500 headcount. All right, that's a small, medium. All right, so the job opportunities, yes, there is a lot, but sometimes that you have to do a lot of things. Sometimes you become like recruitment executive. It doesn't mean that you only recruit. You go find the channel, you go find the people, you go find what other area that you can tap into it. And you're not only covering one particular job. Let's say you have opening for executive, marketing executive, but you really can see people are from engineering background, people from telecommunication background, people from business, everyone will apply. Your job also to divide them suited to your requirement, but you don't throw the other bunch. You analyze, you evaluate, is this particular bunch needed to be in anywhere in other department in the company. So job in MNCs is a focus area, as well as for the SMEs, small medium companies, they can be very diverse. You have to do a lot of things by your own. But when you're looking at, as usual, there's a pro and cons. You in MNC, you do only one job. In SMEs, you do a lot of job. Your work experience will be more. Your exposure is high, but your climbing is can be very tough. Okay, so is from both sides. All right. So that is the differentiate between large scale as well as a small and medium scale of industry. All right. Hope that's clear, Winnie. But job application apply both. Don't worry.
All right. I think there is no more question.
I have
I think
another
that's
two
all for
slides, I
today,
guess.
Mr. Silva.
Sorry.
You have a slide to show.
I have another two slides to show. Let me finish it off. Okay, and then you take
Sure.
the final one. Okay. Let me click. Where is it?
Oh, one question from Vivi, Mr. Silva.
Hmm.
If let's say we put reference, should we inform the person first before putting their name as the reference?
Yes. When you're doing a referencing, please get approval from the particular person. Let's say for your academic advisor, you always tell that, hey, lecturer, that I'm putting your name as a referencing. Okay, or your industrial supervisor. Let's say you're working in an ABC company, you want to put them as a referees, get approval, get the email address as well as their contact number. Okay, so you do that before you share in your reference. All right, hope that maybe um, you understand on that. Let me see. Okay, okay. Let's take up the key takeaway from this particular sessions. One, don't sell yourself short. When you start selling, people always say that in an interview that you're supposed to sell as big as possible. All right. Now people are shy in terms of selling. Selling nowadays doesn't mean that only by experience. Take it up on the you can sell yourself now in LinkedIn. A lot of area that you look into it. Sell your strategy. I mean, your strength. Okay, what you are capable of doing, your skill, do it. All right, maximum all out. So that's why when you are doing video resume, that will be very important for you to sell directly. Okay, within 2 minutes or maximum 2.5 minutes, you really can push all out, put it in a video resume, leave it there, so people really can see your true potential. Look for other way to gain experience. Work doesn't mean that there's only way of to gain experience. You can do part-time job, you can do charity work, you take part in a voluntary, take part in curriculum activities. Okay, curricular activity is very important. Okay, even you're taking part in a fun marathon, being a participant also provide you different experience that you can take it up. And third is tap into your network, your LinkedIn, whatever network that you have, your university network. If you are really one of it, the best networking and the closest network is your career counseling unit. Go and find out. They have a lot of list of companies that tie up to particular universities, and this company will only hire from these particular universities. Go and look your career counselors, get exposure. Get exposure with your academic advisor, your industrial advisor. Get exposed with them. This is your network. Okay. Number 4, get a mentor or get a career coach. All right. There is a lot of career coach. If you don't know anyone, then I'm here. You always can contact me, and I give you free of charge. I don't charge anything on a career counseling. All right. And then don't be afraid to go for it. Don't take a step back. You said, oh, this particular company, should I apply? Or should this company will take me on? No, yes, no, yes, no. Don't divide. Just do it. All right. Now, the last slide, what I'm going to share here is I'm running graduate employability workshop that I do only at night. This is totally on Zoom. All right. 1 day per module. So we have self-discovery, effective resume writing and cover letter, creating impactful video resume, know your companies, ace in your LinkedIn, confidence building. So this is important when you start talking in the interview do and don'ts. And I provide 5-minute mock interview session that we do online interview, effective job search that you already got it. All right. And then finally, we do, I'm doing it, develop action plan for each and every one. I'm looking at the target for 15 to 20 pack and graduating student as well as unemployed student. If it's from, you can group up 15 and then you can just email me or you can call me to find out more detail. And free, I give you free career coaching sessions throughout the whole 2 weeks program. To contact me, you always can WhatsApp me, email, or you go into my LinkedIn. You can get connected through LinkedIn and so on. Last but not least, please do the feedback on the job this particular session today. You can scan the QR code, or I believe that counselors Ms. Nurul will be sharing the link in your Facebook comment box. All right. So I think that's all for today. Any other questions before we end the session?
I think there is one more question, Mrs. Selva.
Oh, okay.
From Mitara. Is it important to look for companies with good working environment? How about companies which have great reputation in terms of performance but poor work environment?
My first question, how do you know this company have a good environment or not? That will be the first question that you need to know. Because before you go in, for example, that you're already doing internship, you find the company is good, you really like the environment, go ahead, apply, convince during your internship to your internship supervisor, ask him to write a recommendation letter to HR, then you can apply, then you can go in. Now about great reputation, there is a good and bad about the companies. Some people they like the company, some people don't like the company. You always can say, oh, Mr. Selva's company is the great company. Some will tell, no, I disagree with that. No, the company is not good. Maybe the salary is not being paid, or maybe that the work culture, work attitude. So you have to look a lot of area to look at it. The best is look at job street. They have feedback from employer, the ex-employers or current employers, all right, or Glassdoor. Glassdoor provide you the information about how good it is. But it's all about, for me, it's all about how do you carry yourself in the particular company. Sometimes you can say, I don't like it, okay, but you are there for a certain reason that you have to do it. All right. So looking at good company or bad company is everything is totally on personal basis. So I don't or for me, I normally I don't buy in people's comment unless that I really go and experience it. All right, thank you. But then it's always like your own prediction that always what you want to do. All right. Any other questions?
Thank you, Mr. Selva. I think that's it for today. No more question. Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for
Okay.
being here this afternoon. Mr. Selva, for your precious time.
Thank you.
I
No
hope,
problem.
yeah, I hope
Hopefully, is
you,
everything clear? If anything, you can just email me. You have my email account and as well as my LinkedIn account. Please get connected. And if you have any question, just anytime. All right.
okay, thank you very much. Okay,
Okay. Thank
bye.
you. Bye.